So you're thinking about moving to Springfield, Virginia? Well, in this video, that's exactly what we're going to cover. I'm actually going to take you around and show you a little bit about everything you need to know about living in Springfield. And by the way, if you haven't seen the full vlog tour of Springfield, you definitely want to check that out. But in today's video, we're actually going to jump into my computer so that I can show you around on Google Maps, give you an idea of where everything is proximity-wise to downtown DC, major commuter routes, shopping, dining, and everything you need to know. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, welcome to my computer. We're gonna jump into the map here. I have Springfield pulled up. Oops, there we go. I have Springfield pulled up and you can see the outline here. But before we dive into commute times, proximity to DC, shopping, dining, all the good stuff, I want to point out that this is what will come up if you type in Springfield into Google. But what this isn't showing is Springfield also includes West Springfield, which is over here, and North Springfield, which is up here. And then it also includes, move down here a little bit, Newington, which you'll find running in this area. So Springfield has different areas, obviously. West Springfield is probably the most sought after area in Springfield because of the sought after schools, in particular West Springfield High School. And what we're gonna do for the purpose of this, when I speak about Springfield, for example, population is about 100,000, I'm including West Springfield, Newington, North Springfield, and then Springfield in general. So I'm just gonna encompass all of those. Without further ado, let's get into commute times, because I know when you're relocating to an area, a lot of times in Northern Virginia, it's for a job, and commute times are very, very important because we have horrible traffic around here. So let's come over here and say Springfield. Oops. And let's say we're going to go to the White House just for the purposes of DC. So as you can see, we have, this is actually against traffic. It's about 10 to 5 on a Thursday. So traffic would actually be going the other way. But as you can see, we definitely still have quite a bit, even if you were heading into the city. You're looking at about 30 minutes. I would say probably closer to 40 minutes. If we reverse that, it's actually smoother right now than it typically is. So you can also see that we've got the express lanes, and those are toll related lanes. So they will of course save you time on your commute, but it does cost money to drive on them. Pretty much anywhere in Springfield that you land, if you're heading into DC or if you're going to be at the Pentagon, peak commute driving in, you're looking at about 40 minutes, I would say, on a good day. And that can quickly turn into about an hour, depending on if there are accidents or construction going on. In Northern Virginia, we seem to always have construction going on, so it just kind of comes with the territory. 395 would definitely be your main route into DC from Springfield. If there's a really bad wreck, you could certainly take side roads and then take Route 1 to 66. There are some other ways, but 395 really is the best way to get into the city on your average commute day. So now let's look at Springfield to Reagan Airport. Reagan is the closest airport to Springfield. Dulles would be your other option, and we can hop into that shortly. So not too bad today, about 23 minutes. I would say that's about average. Probably should plan for 30 or so, depending on what route you take. I think it's also important to point out, I'm actually going to click on this just to show. This is 95 and 95 in pretty much any time in Northern Virginia. 95, if you're coming from the Mixing Bowl heading south all the way down to Dumfries, you're going to have some traffic. You can see right here, it's just really bad. So always check your commute time from Springfield, particularly if the route you're going to be taking involves 95, because it can quickly take a 25-minute drive and turn it into an hour drive. But Reagan, not too bad. 25, 30 minutes, no big deal. And then another popular place for employment in our area is Tyson's Corner, which is a Vienna address, but all the locals, it's Tysons. So let's go to the mall there just for distance wise. And it's actually not bad at all today. 495 is the Beltway. That would be your main route if you were heading into Tysons. You could take side roads, but as long as there's not an accident or, really bad rush hour traffic, 495 definitely makes sense to take from Springfield. It's a straight shot, a fairly easy commute. 495 also has express lanes that you can take. Their cost varies depending on how bad traffic is just on the regular lanes. The price per mile increases the worse traffic gets on the non-toll lanes. All right, let's get into some of the fun stuff for Springfield, like good places to eat and what you can do while you're there. All right, so we are back in Springfield, and I'm gonna go to a couple of the places that we mention in our full vlog of Springfield so that you all can get an idea of where they are and what's good to check out. So we're gonna come over here, and this is the Mixing Bowl. It looks like a bunch of arteries to me. It's super confusing. We mentioned it in the vlog. It's a super confusing interchange, overpasses, all these different arteries connecting or going over top of or under one another. The Mixing Bowl is really confusing, but around the Mixing Bowl, when you're not, dead center in it, you'll find all the good stuff that Springfield has to offer. And right here is Springfield Town Center, formerly known as Springfield Mall. And Springfield Town Center has Dave & Buster's, it has Target, Yard House, which is great if you want to go catch a game, or they have really lovely outdoor seating if the weather is nice. They even have heaters for when it starts to cool off around here. Yard House is definitely a great place to check out. Their menu is just massive. It's an overwhelming amount of choices, but I've never had anything there that I didn't like. And then in addition to restaurants, you'll have Nordstrom Rack and pretty much any shopping that you could possibly want. They have Saks Off Fifth. Home Depot is right across the street from there. Dick's Sporting Goods is there. Regal Cinemas is in the town center. It really is the biggest shopping center. They don't call it a mall anymore, but it is a mall. And in the area, great place to go spend an afternoon if you want to get some shopping done. So let's trash that. And then let's come over here. I'm gonna go over to Brookfield Plaza. Brookfield Plaza has a Nothing Bundt Cakes, and that is really popular in this area. Let me see if I can zoom in. Here it is. Nothing Bundt Cakes. If you have not tried it, you definitely should. It is delicious. Virginia Kebab House is good as well. I don't get there very often, but anytime I have been, it is very, very good. Chick-fil-A, there's always a line pretty much onto Backlick Road. So if you're gonna head there, be prepared that you're gonna have a little bit of a wait. And let me zoom back out here, because the other thing that I want to show you all is Mike's American and Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, probably one of my favorite grocery stores in the area. The parking is terrible there. It's always crowded, but amazing prices, and they have things that you just really can't find anywhere else. Another great restaurant in the area is Mike's American. It is probably one of the best spots to get crab cakes in a 15-20 minute drive of Springfield. So definitely check that out. Any shopping that you could possibly need or want is going to be no more than 15 minutes from anywhere that you live in Springfield. A great attraction in Springfield is Lake Accotink Park. And within it right here, as you can see, the lake itself is 55 acres and the park is almost 500 acres. It is a great place to just unplug, and it's not tucked away. Once you're in there though, you feel tucked away. It is really easy to get to from anywhere in Springfield, even coming over from Alexandria and Kingstown. It's a quick, easy drive, and it's just a great place to enjoy nature or sit out and have a picnic. They have mini golf, bike rides. It's just a nice park to enjoy. And that's one of the great things about Springfield is so many parks and even lakes as well. While we're over here, I'm going to pop up to North Springfield because I have not been to Sky Zone Trampoline Park, but I have a lot of friends with children who have, and they say the kids love it. It's a great way for them to burn off some energy while parents just hang out. So that's worth checking out if you have kiddos. I'm just following 495 right here. That's one of our major highways. And the reason that I am coming all the way over here, this is coming through Alexandria. I'm going to head over to take you all across the river. Just wanted to show you how close to Springfield National Harbor is. The MGM is an absolutely stunning hotel. If you're into gambling, they have the casino there. And within National Harbor is also Bobby McKee's. So if you're looking for some entertainment to get out more late night, Springfield doesn't have a whole lot going on late night. MGM and National Harbor, great place to head over to check out. Again, a ton of restaurants, and there's also Top Golf. So if you want to hit some balls and have some good food, you've got Top Golf right up over here. And if you want to do even more shopping, there is an outlet mall over at National Harbor as well. Again, only maybe about 20 minutes from Springfield. It's not far at all. So I think that pretty much wraps up just taking you around Springfield, showing you the different options. There's no shortage of restaurants, parks. Really the only thing that I would say Springfield lacks, and I'll say that's relative because for somebody like me who's in bed by 10, I don't need anything going on late, wouldn't want it. But if you are looking for an area where there is a nightlife, that is something that Springfield lacks. You're not going to find much nightlife going on in Springfield. When we shot our vlog, we took a bunch of footage driving around Springfield. So we're going to tack that on at the end just to give you an idea of what real estate looks like in Springfield. And as always, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. All that information is in the description below. We'd be happy to help you with your move to Northern Virginia. And until next time, hopefully we'll see you around town.